What's the haps? I'm John, aka Meroka, and these are my first impressions of Reus. Or possibly Reu. I don't quite know how to pronounce that yet. That's never been clarified for me, so I'm going to call it Reus because I feel like that's just how it should be pronounced. So as we watch this very, very charming sort of cave painting style intro with rather adorable looking giants, I shall point out that Reus is a god game, which is a genre you don't seem to see a lot of these days. If you ask anyone to name some god games, you might hear Populous or possibly Black and White, but those are fairly old at this stage, and they're both made by the same guy, quite frankly. And it's about time someone brought something new to the stage, and I think Reus does the job quite well. So in Reus we play these giants that we see here in the little intro animation, and we will use them to shape the planet. So let's jump into a game quick. 30-minute game sounds splendid to me. So we play as the planet, and we must summon 4 giants to nurture the planet and tend life on it. We get a variety of different developments that will advance. So basically the idea of the game is you'll play through it multiple times. Like I say, it's a half-hour game. We'll get as far as we can in half an hour, and then we'll start over and do it again and do it differently and iterate basically. So we've got these 4 guys. Don't have names. I don't know if they have names. But we got a sort of swampy, lumpy guy. We got a crab dude, rocky mountain type guy, and big jungle tree man. So we start out on this big, empty, barren planet. This is the planet. It's all this greyish, dull, dead wasteland. We can't do anything with it. And it's all completely dry, so no life will grow there. So let's start. Oh, let's grab the tree guy and throw down a forest. We use his forest ability. Let's terraform this planet a bit. No, it doesn't work. Right. So maybe what we need to do is hydrate it a bit. So let's get the ocean guy, and he goes boom, 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 boom. And oh look, yeah, see? Now the ground goes a bit darker, it's damp, it's hydrated. We can grow plants on it. This is a good thing. And growing life and things will allow humans to colonize the planet and develop and expand and explore, and let's do that. Let's get our tree guy to throw down a forest and just cover some more ground. Let's have our swamp guy throw down a swamp on this wet patch. So we've got a couple of different lands going on. We got our water guy. Let's have him throw another ocean. Somewhere around here would be... I don't know if that's going to be... Bring him a little bit closer. Throw down the ocean there. Yeah, so that might just connect the two. I just want to make a big forest over here. So right, we got plant life. It's a good start. That's how we start a planet, right? What we need now is something to bring people to the planet. So tree guy can throw down some fruits. Fruit seems like an ideal thing to grow in a forest. Let's pop a fruit tree right there. So we can multitask. It's all strategic, as one might expect from a god game. Let's work on one village at a time for starters. Here we go. Nomad's appeared. He will be settling down very soon. Yeah, there we go. He's founded Shining Dam on the basis of it was near a few blueberry bushes. Seems like a solid reason to start an entire town, of course. Right, so the blueberry bushes, you can see beneath it, provide 5 food to the area. The town, it's within the boundaries of the town, so the town's people will collect those resources. 5 is the maximum resources in the area, 2 is how many they're currently using. They seem pretty happy about it. So we've started a new project. What is the new project? It's a shrine. The shrine requires this town to have 15 wealth and 15 food in order for it to work. So, okay, I've got a few different looking abilities. I have a feeling maybe the giants get some different stuff each time, or maybe I'm just not that observant. So we can upgrade a patch with a fertility boost. Let's see what that does to the plants. I actually don't know because I haven't tried that before. has raised the chances of getting a better aspect. Okay, that's cool. Right, I see how that works. So your giants have a variety of base abilities, and by completing these projects we'll get better abilities. So if we bring our water guy back over here, he's got, amongst his things, he can do growth. So we slap a growth on that. Because I've boosted the fertility with our forest guy, I have a chance of that being better than usual. Normally what growth would do is produce more food. You make a tree grow faster, it grows more stuff, obviously. So watch him work his gianty magic. Oh yeah, tree guy. You're in the way of my magic. So now that produces 9 food. So unfortunately that's not done a lot for it other than produce food. All the things you can add to the world can be transmuted. See, if we actually applied a leaf aspect or a fruit aspect, it would have been better. I actually have a leaf aspect here, so it might be worth. We could scrap this patch and start again. So have him reset it back to a base one. It loses that food use, so now they're using 6 out of 5, which is impressive. They're using more food than they have. So why don't we transmute it instead? If we add a leaf aspect to it instead of the growth aspect, it can turn into a different thing. Instead of a blueberry, it will now be a strawberry. That's evolution, folks. That's evolution right there in action before your eyes. So these guys are being a bit bored. And what are we needing to finish this project? We are needing wealth. So these guys can throw down some precious minerals. Precious minerals will provide wealth to the town. Now where's this guy? This guy can come join in the fun. I'm sure I'm going to need him for something soon. So that's something. It's symbiosis. Needs 10 wealth to activate, and it needs an animal nest next to it to gain an extra 10 wealth. So why don't we bring some animals in, some exotic animals will add some wealth to the zone, and we'll trigger some symbiosis. So he does that, and okay, we haven't got enough wealth in use yet for it to activate. As soon as the number for the wealth under town hits 10, we should be good to go. So we need 15 of each really, and we still don't have enough food in the town, so we could really use some more of that. How can we do that? We could use our ocean guy to put some domestic animals. Not there, that's too close to the town centre, but here might do the job alright. So now we've got chickens all over this land, wherever the apple symbols appear. It's where there are chickens. And they produce more food if blueberries are nearby. So let's throw down some more blueberries next to them. So you can see everything interacts with everything else in this world. Each patch sort of does different things, and by combining them in different ways you can generate new effects, and they'll transmute into different things, and you'll unlock greater levels of technology. And half an hour won't get you very advanced into the game. The game has 3 modes to play through. You got a half-hour game, an hour game, or a 2-hour game, depending on how much time you've got to kill at any given time. You can of course save, so you don't have to sit down and do 2 hours in one run. That would be silliness. So now if we look under, hey look, we've got 9 food from the blueberries and 4 from the chickens, and the shrine's been completed because we've now got enough food. Let's have a quick look over here at the symbiosis. Yeah, the stoats. The stoats are now wealthier because the minerals are nearby, and the agate is now wealthier because there are stoats nearby. They work together quite nicely. Now we've got a tribal druid kind of guy who appears to be wearing a bear, who wishes to be the ambassador to the giants, it would appear. So if I pick him up with the giants, they will develop new abilities which will let us do even more complicated things. So if I get my ocean guy to pick him up, I will unlock, what will I unlock? Crystal aspects, which will affect minerals. If I get him to pick them up, we'll unlock exotic, which makes animals more exotic. If we make swamp guy pick him up, we can get reaction for minerals. And if forest guy picks him up, we can get fruits for trees. And I've not tried that one before, so I want tree fruit. So the objective of this is to create as many towns as you can, make them as prosperous as you can, without everything going crazy and breaking. If there's a delicate balancing act to be struck. Hang on, no, not fruit. How do I didn't want to do that. Why are you? Oh. Okay, that kind of works, I guess. It's not quite what I wanted him to do. There's this issue where I don't see. Maybe I don't know the control, but you don't seem to be able to cancel a move once you've done it once you've selected it very well. So let's just turn all this into forest, because they're going to expand and they're going to want some more forest, and I'm going to want some more forest to work with. So what abilities he's got? He's got fruit. We've got blueberries there. Throw down some more blueberries next to those blueberries, and then we can make them fruity. Yep. Try out our new abilities. So it's fruit time. Fruit time will turn it into an apple tree, apparently. And we can do just that. Ding ding, apple tree. At this moment in time, it can develop further, but that's currently locked to us, so we need to work with the humans more in the future. So we've got a number up in the top corner here, which is our prosperity, which is the total prosperity in the world. The numbers under each town ranks the town's prosperity, and the goal is to get that number as high as possible. The more prosperous the town is, the more interesting the projects are that they will start, and the more stuff you'll gain from ambassadors. But for right now, that's a fairly basic town. They're going to continue gathering their basic resources, and there's not a great deal I can do with them right now, so let's see if we can't start another town somewhere. So let's take some wealthy minerals and throw them down in the middle of the swamp. We can't do much there. Let's see if we can throw down another ocean somewhere around here. Seems ideal. No, a little bit closer to the swamp. That should do it. That'll be it. That'll be good ocean. Bring the other guys over here. Come on, guys. I know it's a long way. I know it's halfway around the planet, but come on. So, Nomad spotted that there are some strange alien-looking purple minerals, which are apparently agate. And he likes them, and he will settle a town in order to claim them. So that's providing potential 8 wealth. We can not soup them up with anything just yet. In order to make them more interesting, let's make that swamp we always dreamed of. In order to make them more interesting, we'll need to do more projects. So druids, apparently. A druid considers living near this village, but he requires 30 technology. So we need to work on our technology somewhat. So what provides technology? So we can make herbs. Herbs make technology. Herbs are good. Throw down a herb there. And some technological rocks. They can go there. I may do away with the wealth rock because it's not relevant to the project at all. So as soon as they've gained 5 technology, the symbiosis becomes activated in order to... See, there's these kind of multiple levels, so you can't actually use the symbiosis until it's activated. You need to fulfill one requirement to activate it, and then you fulfill the requirements below it in order to make it do its thing. So even if you meet the requirements, it doesn't do anything if it's not activated. So produces more technology if it's next to a mineral, which is good because it is, and it needs the 5 technology used in order to be activated. It's an astonishingly complex game. There seems to be a lot to learn to it, but it's not overcomplicated. It's not going to completely overwhelm you. It does guide you through it pretty well. So you're going to go good with a mineral next to you. So let's make we like text. So now we can't plant one there because the druid's there, which is unfortunate. The druid is rather blocking my symbiosis here. Not much we can do with it. We could put growth on it and make more technology when there's food in the area, but there's no food in the area. So let's take our water guy, bring some chickens into the town, see what they can do for us. Hey, the druid's done. That's apparently all we needed. Oh yeah, we've got 53 technology in the area. That's great. Don't know quite how we managed 53, but we did. So that produces 15 for all the minerals within borders. So yeah, I just added the minerals, and they love that. So we've got a lady with a rather nice top hat. What does the lady with a rather nice top hat offer us? Water giant will get herd animals. Swamp will get toxic plants. Rocky guy will get seismic, which upgrades minerals, which increases tech and ore. Seismic minerals, that's crazy. And he can't pick them up because all the giants need to have the same amount of ambassadors. They won't let you max out everything on one giant before everyone else is caught up. If I were to pick her up, I would have got my great. So there's a degree of planning. You need to know you're going to have to learn what giants gain what from different ambassadors, because you get a different ambassador from different types of villages. So this is a swamp ambassador, so they confer different abilities to the one that the forest one did. So if I decided I wanted the swamp ambassador, on the tree guy, I probably shouldn't have picked up the forest one, because now I won't be able to get a swamp ambassador for some time. So it's going to have to be someone else. I fancy playing around with some toxic plants. Let's pick her up. So Lumpy Girl's got a slightly steampunk looking lady on it. Which is always good. I like steampunk. I like steampunk around these parts. So now we can return to tending the previous village and hope they will give us another project, or attend to this village and hope it will give us another project, or we could start a third village and try and do some multitasking. Not sure which I want to do right now. I would like to focus on 2 villages if at all possible, but none of them have projects going on. It would be worth bringing our guys back over here, and well, we've got some more space to work with, so let's bring some more food in, because food's good around these parts. They're pretty big on food. We've got a good bit of wealth going on as well, actually. So in case all the sort of evolutionary tech tree kind of thing wasn't enough complications for you, we've got these are the people of the town, people of Shining Dam. So they have a greed ranking on a scale of 1 to 10, I think that is. Yeah, a scale of 1 to 10. Depends how greedy they are. Basically, if the resources available to people is 20 or more higher than the resources currently in use, as they in fact are now, 65, 89 take, 65, 66, yeah, they should be getting slightly greedy. The higher the maximum is, the more greedy they'll get, and the more likely they are to get unruly, maybe go to war with other towns to take their resources, that sort of thing. But right now, it's reasonably safe. So, the maximum versus current in-use statistic also plays a role in how fast that grows. So if the maximum is really, really high and the current in use is low, it'll grow really fast, but at the cost of giving you greed. So it's you're playing a balance between growth and greed. So we've inadvertently completed the temple that I didn't realize we were even working on, which grants us holy animals, more food and wealth for every animal source within 2 blocks, and food and wealth for each animal within the borders of the town, which means we've got a lot of food going on. And we've got another ambassador out of the town, another bare-headed guy. See what he will offer. Let's see what he will offer the water guy. Crystals, yeah, go on, let's have some crystals. Why the devil not? So that's cool, he's got a new ability. Let's take him over to the other town and see if we can use our abilities for the greater good. So they don't appear to have started any projects that I can see. Maybe they will if we do some upgrades. So we've got poison, which gives us tech. Apply that to the herb that we built. We can make our herbs more technological. Can't help but feel giving a tribal peoples poisonous plants can only end well, but hey ho. They evolve into marshmallows, what? Sure. Peppermint becomes marshmallow. Marshmallow's a plant, why not? Maybe it is, maybe there is some silly plant out there called marshmallow and I just don't know my plants. I'm thinking of small puppy sugary sweets. I don't think they grow on trees. So they have a symbiosis when they're next to animals, which they're not really because we've only got the druids next door. And we can't transmute them because we're not good enough yet. So we've got marble over here, which can be made crystalline. They can. Let's make it crystalline. See what that does for us. So that can be made into salt, which can be used for food, wealth, tech, and ore. Sweet. So this town's doing pretty good on the tech front. Got 76 tech out of 73. Again, not sure how they managed to work that, but they have. So really this should be another mineral to make the most of the hermit, and given that it's only currently running as 7 technology, I think I'm going to go ahead and do that. Let's throw a tech mineral in the place of the herbs. Go on, boom, make it that a mineral. And you can make it crystalline. And you're going to make us lots and lots of technology. And there we go, that's triggered the next challenge. We've now got an alchemist being built on top of the druid. They're just upgrading the previous project, I guess. Yes, the druid is starting to learn alchemy and is becoming an alchemist, which requires 120 technology within the borders. Nothing else, so nuts the food, we don't really need that. All we need is to get a load of technology, I guess. So let's get Rocky Man over here to throw down some more advanced minerals. Don't need the wealthy minerals anymore. See what he can do for us. Bam! So that's 92 we've got that up to. What we got over here? We got a little bit of food. I mean, I guess we kind of should have some food around here. We really want more minerals. So let's make them crystalline because that makes them better. What do these want? They want elderberries. How on earth do we make elderberries? It does sound like something you might make from a herb. You throw a herb down over there. And why have you not made that crystalline? Oh, you have. Ah, I just haven't transmuted it. There we go. It's now a salt mine. Oh, that's interesting. Now we've got 3 transmutations available to the salt. Wait, what? we can transmute the salt into onyx. Because we got a potent crystal aspect on it. Oh, we got lucky with that one. Right. This is true. I've forgotten to play about with that. We can do a fertility boost on that. So that gives us more wealth out of it, which isn't as good because we want the technology really. It's turning it into entirely wealth, which is no good. No good, I tells you. So copper gives a large amount of text. Really, we want to be getting the reaction aspect, which I can't remember how we get that. I have a feeling it was this guy picking up. Was it? Yeah, he needs a forest ambassador. We should have picked up the forest ambassador first in order to make more technology. We can't do that anymore. Never mind. So we can make that into salt. And we only got the lesser aspect. The fertility didn't boost that. There's so many levels to this. Like I said, you can boost things and then you get the extra random effects. And you might get effects sometimes and you might not other times. So we need a potent crystal aspect in order to transmute this. And the only way to get the potent one at this stage is to use... Well, obviously you put a crystal aspect on it and for the most part... There we go. In fact, the statistics on it, we can look at some statistics. We've got a 75% chance of it being lesser, 25% of it being potent. I presume fertility will only serve to boost this. So you need a herd aspect or a hunt aspect, and that needs a predator aspect or exotic aspect. I don't think we've got anything to do with animals here, have we? We could use growth to make tomatoes. We can do growth. That's a thing we can do. Get the water guy, put some growth on it. Matter of fact, let's get the tree guy. Let's do his fertility on it. because I want this to work well. Okay. So odds are good on this spot. It's all fertile and stuff. Let's see what I can do with it. We've got a potent growth aspect. Sweet. So tomato, and that's still locked. We don't get anything new out of it. So all we got is tomatoes, which is good for food because they're gonna want some food. These guys ain't doing much for anything actually. So what I want to do is, can we get any more tech? They get their symbiosis, in fact, is plus tech for each food. So if we up the food on the patch, which is 13, we should be getting more tech out of it. There we go, we've got 13 food, so we get 6 tech out of it. Interesting, interesting. Let's throw down minerals on that one. Trying to hit, what was it, 120, which is quite a lofty target, yeah. Matter of fact, we've got 10 minutes to do it in, and only 3 minutes before this actual game session ends. So that's tricky. So symbiosis improves tech if next to a mineral, which is good, we got that. And I certainly feel like this probably needs to become a advanced mineral again, not onyx. Onyx is only bringing us wealth, and we don't need wealth in this town. What are we up to? What are we up to? We're up to 115! Crazy. We've got their marble. I can transmute it into salt, but that won't do a lot for us. It makes more other stuff than it does. We're better off actually sticking with the marble, because the marble's best for technology. So at the minute, actually, our single strongest bet with this town, it just seems to be to push all resources into marble. Matter of fact, we've expanded a bit now, so we could actually put some more things into the town. We have a look at the town. See, now we're getting slightly greedy. Greedy villages may cause mischief, because they've got 20 more technology, over 20, and they have for a little while now, had more than 20 more technology than they're currently using. They've gotten greedy for technology. It's getting to be more than they can handle. So, in order to make it grow faster before the timer's up, so we don't have long, let's throw another 16 on there. So now they're going to get really greedy because it's like 40 higher. If this were a longer game, I would actually be getting quite concerned with this town. See, if we look at the technology in use, we've got 3 red arrows next to it, so we can see they're growing really, really fast because the limit's so much higher than what they're currently using. So they should hit 120 reasonably quickly, I'm hoping. So can we do anything with it to improve that? Not really. All I can do is stand Rocky Man over here and throw even more marble down in the new area we've opened up in the town. With a remaining 30 seconds. Come on, we can do this. Well, we're not actually going to have enough time to pick up the ambassador once we're done, but come on, we can do this. Boom! Minerals. So 118. Let's grab the Rocky guy, so we've got him ready to pick up the guy. There we go, Steampunk Lady. Pick up the Steampunk Lady. Picked up the Steampunk Lady, and that gives you Seismic Aspect, which can I use it on any of these minerals? I just want to see what they do. Oh no! No! He's falling asleep. So at the end of your game, your giant falls asleep, because that is the end of the age. Look, they're all getting a bit drowsy now. And mankind will be left to carry on their own devices. Yeah, he's not responding. I can still make him move, but he's not really going anywhere. So yeah, mankind will be left to their own devices, and if you have nurtured them well, perhaps they are good enough to carry on tending to the world on their own. If not, they may wipe themselves out, and the cycle will begin anew when you start the game again. There they go. They're all nodding off. Actually, he's still okay. Oh no, he's gone. So there we go. We've unlocked a few things. We have unlocked 250 prosperity, a village with 100 prosperity, completely upgraded project, and finished with over 150 prosperity, and a forest village with 100 prosperity, which gives us 9 total developments, which means we're well on our way to unlocking the advanced game or something. I'm not quite sure where that goes. There's this marker that says when you beat a certain amount of developments, which are ostensibly pretty much achievements, I think. They're achievements that do unlock things, so there we go. By doing this, we've unlocked deer, which transmutes from rabbits. We've unlocked iron, which can be transmuted from copper and salt. We've unlocked papayas, which transmute from pineapples, and so on and so forth. Each thing that you do unlocks new things that you can do in the game. So if I were to go through the game again, I'd be able to get deer. I'd be able to get iron, assuming I had all the right resources. So you can, in fact, continue onwards and play for as long as you like, but you won't continue to unlock things. You'll just be able to mess around with the planet for as long as you desire. But we're going to wrap it up, I think. So then if you go into the unlocks, we can see all these. It's all laid out. It's all very much achievement-like. I've got a current level in the corner, which means I need 3 more. In fact, they call them achievements there. 3 more achievements required to get to the next level, at which point I will be 2-star and can do the 2-star achievements, which should unlock other things. See, this is everything we've unlocked by doing the things. And these are all the projects we've done. So at this stage, we've actually done most of the basic ones. Yeah, we've just done most of the basic ones, I guess. Which is fair enough, I suppose. So we can, wow. So yeah, I guess by the time we reach endgame, these civilizations will be becoming reasonably advanced. Yeah, banks, blast furnaces, lighthouses, an observatory. Yeah. So At the minute they're a bit tribal, but I don't think they're going to quite get to modern, but certainly kind of perhaps a kind of Renaissance kind of area. By the time you finish a two-hour long game, at any rate. So that's cool. There's a lot to see and do. There's a lot of replayability. I love the concept, and it's been a long time since anyone's made a good God game, and I really think this is a great one. I love the style, the music's charming, the giants are friggin' adorable actually. It's all around a really good concept. I'm really enjoying this game a lot, and I would heartily recommend it. So you can go pick this game up on reusgame.com, also available on Steam at the moment. Current pricing $9.99 in the US, €9.99 in Europe, and £6.99 in Britain. So thank you very much for watching. I've been Meroka. I shall see you later.